Hey, how's it going, Libra? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Thanks for stopping in with me today. So I'm preparing two decks to do your September 2020 bonus read. So I do have the Gilded Tarot in my hand here, and the deck I have been guided to use to clarify any cards from the Gilded Tarot is the Witch's Tarot. So I'm using this spread that says what's next for you. So hopefully try and like navigate your path a little bit more, especially in these times of tremendous upheaval that people have been experiencing right now as a result of the pandemic and things all over the place. And you know what I mean? Just a little bit of extra guidance for the month of September. So here's my clarifiers. So this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and this is also a general reading, so I hope it does resonate for you, and I hope you enjoy. And I just wanted to thank you once again for being here, Libra, and for all your subscribes and likes and comments. And I'm being guided to do one more shuffle of the Gilded Tarot, and then we'll look at this first card placement for you, any preparations that you need to make going forward. So we have the High Priestess, and she really is resonating with the art of detachment right now. So people get so attached to things, and this is something that you might need to study a little bit, Libra, the art of detachment, so that you understand that things can come and go in and out of your reality. The High Priestess has her own stock meaning as a tarot card, but I get channeled messages, so don't really connect too much to what the definition of the High Priestess is. I'm seeing where, being able to distance yourself emotionally from certain things like property items and sometimes people, so that you don't become too needy on things, like your life depends on a certain friendship or a certain item in your home, which is really interesting. So let me just shuffle out Witch's Tarot one more time, and I'm going to clarify that card because it might seem a little bit hard to you guys. So let's have a look here. This is really, really interesting. I love this. So we have the Ten of Cups, which is looking at your bountiful and truthful joy and happiness. You just see the cups coming in as a rainbow. And when you detach from things, it actually gives you a little bit of room to appreciate them more. Have you ever been around somebody that was super clingy and super needy and you just didn't want to be around them anymore? Somebody calling you constantly and pouring out their life story, or somebody that needs constant reassurance. There's probably things in your life that are there as a source of reassurance. You could have a bit of a clutter in your house, and things that hold some sort of memory or meaning, but they're just things. And learning to distance yourself from that type of attachment is going to be very important as you strive forward to this really like end of the rainbow sort of happiness that is happening here for you also, Libra. So we'll go back to the Gilded Tarot and look at what is in store for you. Okay, so you have the Five of Pentacles, so you might feel like clearing things out might leave you feeling a little bit in lack. So maybe just bare bones truth. Right now, maybe you're the needy one. Maybe you're the one that needs your own attention. There's something going on here where I just feel like there's uncertainty, and there's only reassurance that you can give yourself, and other people need to give that to themselves. I'm going to clarify this card right away. Wow. So we have the Ten of Swords. So this cycle can end. You have this, there's a worry about that without this piece of property or clothing or a picture of somebody or that certain friend, that you're just not going to be the same or desirable. But it's not changing you. It's changing the air around you. It's changing the atmosphere around you. There could be something that is so hallowed in your home that it's taking up all the space for you and you're not breathing the way that you need to around it. I'm seeing here for some of you, you could actually be holding on to the ashes of somebody that passed away. And there's you're feeling some sort of way about it, right? You're feeling like you're doing it to be a good son or daughter or husband, wife, whatever your connection is. There's something tying you to somebody, and it's probably time to purge it, in the most respectful way. Obviously, if you have somebody's ashes in your home, this could even be about a pet too. It's there for you to remember somebody very fondly with, but it's also can creep people out, you or your friends that are coming over. You shouldn't worry about that too much, but there's definitely something that is taking all the air out of your home. It could be not wanting to clear out somebody's closet after they've passed to the other side of the veil. That's where this detachment comes in a little bit, because you're putting all the attachment onto an item when it just sort of represents the memory of a person. And ashes are a completely different thing, but maybe it's time to intern them, or it's time to spread them somewhere if you were given that kind of instruction, or, it's time to put them where they belong. Because I do feel like it's swelling up, and there's some sort of action that needs to happen around something that belonged to somebody that's no longer, physically part of your life. So this could be something different for each and every one of you, but I am getting a really strong visual of ashes, an urn, something really tied to somebody, and the significance of it is kind of outweighing the memory of the person. Really bizarre imagery I'm getting here. So we do have the Knight of Swords here, and he's ready to go. He's ready to move forward, but something is holding him back. So let me clear this, and that is exactly what this card represents. It's like, what is holding me back? Okay, so there is the Knight of Swords. It's like you're giving yourself this self-talk. Well, maybe it's time to do that, and sort of placating yourself and saying, well, I'll do that another time. I'm not quite ready. But meanwhile, even on a subconscious level, it's drawing your attention, and you have the wheel here, and this is called the Wheel of the Year. And it's time to move forward, I don't know, like I have 2 kids, and I don't really think that either one of them would want to hold on to my ashes, really. I think there's some intense introspection you guys need to do, and maybe you misinterpreted something, or maybe somebody else in the family can take a house guest. You know what I mean? But there is definitely something around you that needs to be removed, and I think it's important for you, Libra, to really start practicing the art of detachment so that things no longer control your reality. There's some sort of breathing exercise that needs to be done for your home, and I'm going to pull one more card here. So you have the Chariot card. It's really time to mix up that energy. There's a sort of a stagnation around you, and it is caused from putting too much of an attachment into things that are inanimate objects. If you've ever seen, this could be really enlightening and make a little bit more sense, episode of Hoarders, where people are just psychologically tied to keeping just, to the rafters with things that only mean something to that individual, and they're putting way too much attachment into it. So it's not allowing them to move forward on the natural progression of life. So I want to say this with all due respect, to those of you that do have, like an altar, or like I said before, the urn or something. You know, I think that's really beautiful, but there's part of you that is having a disassociative sort of response to it, and it's making you uncomfortable at kind of a karmic level, and it's halting your energy to move you forward, which is why the high priestess came through, in the sense of it's time to detach from that. So it's okay to have a look at what really, really, really matters to you and how you feel about things, and be honest with yourself. And if you can't hack having it in your house anymore, just find a way to actually resolve what is going on here, so you can bring an end to this really weird period that's going on here with the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, where it's showing feeling in lack. And this could be a lack of emotion too. There's some cleansing that needs to be done around you, and possibly your home. You know, maybe try smudging and sprinkling salt in the corners of your house. There's something that needs to happen for you, and I think you've been putting it off and giving yourself little, almost like excuses, but reasons to deal with it at another time. But it's always going on in the back of your head, so it's time to really clear out the closet, you guys. You know, either literally or figuratively, so that you can move on a little bit. Very strange reading, so I hope it made sense, and I hope it's able to help you sort of heal a wound and move forward a little bit. But anyway, Libra, I'm gonna wrap it up there and let you have your own interpretation, and sometimes you need to watch it twice to make it make sense. But anyway, take care, guys. Bye.